All right, folks, we're back live here at the National in Chicago, live at $1 Podcast Network. I am Radio. Welcome to Radio's Yard. Of course, sitting next to me on the left and right, two of the norms you see here all the time. We have a special guest here in just 1 second. He'll introduce himself. Sweet here, who now permanent seat on the couch. He has not gotten up and since we set the whole thing up. Didn't want to come on the podcast ever. Now he won't shut up and get off the podcast. J-Mo as well from the Rips family here. J-Mo loves that seat as well. We have a special guest. Special guest, please introduce yourself to the whole family here.
What's up, fam? It's Leor here from Mamba Cards. Saw the guys here from Backyard. Had to stop by and say what's up.
Yes, sir.
Listen, we're just glad you got some time. We love when we have special guests here in general. Obviously, I'm just going to take a wild guess. Say it's not your first national, correct?
Fifth one in a row.
Okay. How much
longer than we've been doing this?
Well, I was about to say, how much different is it today than it was from 5 years ago? Like the evolution of where it's come the 5 years since you've been here.
Yeah, that's a great question. So today, like this national is beyond like the best one, probably the biggest one, the most people, the biggest turnout, and as far as like engagement and like as far as things to do here, I think Whatnot and I think the whole Breaker Philly and Dave here, they crushed it.
Right.
Like looking at the whole floor, I think they crushed it this year. Like, the turnout was amazing. So
the Whatnot booth, I think, is definitely the best this year.
It's really cool. It's a great setup. It almost looks like a sports book.
Right. The big giveaway, the main stage. I gotta win the combine.
Right. Yeah. There's as you can tell at this point, no matter what we do, there's competition between everybody. Whether it's a combine or ripping cards, doesn't matter at this point here. I love the setup here. I love it. Whatnot. This is my first one. This is my first national after being in sports radio for 23 years and covering every major sport. This, to me, I was the most nervous coming into this, not knowing what I'm going to see here. And I'm completely overwhelmed, had no idea there was a second floor. Someone said it to me earlier today. I was like, second floor, what does that mean? There's something upstairs? I can't believe that. But yeah, I'd like to talk to the guys that have been here before and to see what it's like. What's been the booth like, everything like? Like you said, the interaction's been fantastic. What's been everything by your guys?
Everything has been great. Like, we're walking around. It's really fun to see a lot of people here that you know, that you just network with.
Right.
Just put a face that names to your customers, your buyers that buy into your breaks. But just the engagement, like you see the kids, you see the parents here, and like you see the athletes here. It's just like on a whole another level this year.
Speaking of athletes, in our eyesight is Jared McCain on the main stage, ripping Noir, hunting his own products.
Yeah. Right. Incredible at that point as well. Like Jared McCain to the main stage, Jared McCain to the main stage. So what's been your moment so far? We're only like 2 or 3 days in. I know you said you've been here since Tuesday.
Yeah, we did a break yesterday on the Whatnot main stage. So we did a fun break. We did a little throwback Thursday break because it was Thursday.
Right.
So we did a box of 96, 97, Bowman's best.
Oh, I like it. What a sweat.
We had a couple Kobe rookies. We had a couple Jordans. Phenomenal. I had the ultimate sweat. Atomic Refractor. I see Lakers.
Oh,
I'm like thinking, if this is a Kobe and Atomic Refractor,
that's it. Right,
we're talking about 20K plus.
Right.
Yeah. It was my boy Eddie Jones. So
there you go. Heat legend. We'll take that, Eddie. Right? We'll take that for Eddie Jones at that point. Not the sweat we wanted, but we'll take it at that point as well. What's your thoughts on my guy Sweet here? You could be fully candid if you want.
Sweet here, I mean, he has a heart of gold. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I hop into his live, he always says what's up to me. But like, I always smile when I see Sweet. It's just like, I don't know.
It's just
it
one of
makes
those
me
guys.
laugh.
It's like
he's like one of those guys.
You see Sweet smiling, I mean, someone's getting made fun of.
I haven't said a single joke here.
I know he's been quiet today, which is very surprising.
Now we're going after J-Mo.
Right. Thoughts on J-Mo while you're sitting right next to him? Pretend he's not here.
All right. So J-Mo, I mean, in my opinion, I think he's definitely top 3 breakout. Top 3 in the industry. I mean, J-Mo obviously has an amazing reputation, amazing track record. But honestly, just everything about him, he's just energetic, passionate, has that fun, and it's like you get hyped just being in the room with him. I'm like, bro, turn me up. Let's go.
This my guy right here.
Wow. This my guy right here.
Speaking of track record, you two probably have some of the biggest and the most logo man.
Hell yeah,
I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. Who's got the better track record compared to logo man?
Wow.
I mean, I'll answer this. I got the more expensive, but he's definitely got more.
I mean, we've been doing this since like,
so quantity over quality at this point right here. Yeah, I get it. Right.
I mean, but don't get it twisted. Like J-Mo hit his fair share.
Oh, I got the chase, man.
Yeah,
I ended the chase for everyone else. Whatnot's never giving away another car.
And he's the reason why. So I say we all jump in.
Right. He hasn't let me drive the Lambo yet, but we're still working on that at that point. Yeah.
I took it to Starbucks to get him a coffee, scratch the rims. He hasn't talked to me in 2 months.
Right. It was done at that point as well. So, for the first timer walking into the National, not being me, but being me, what are the things I need to hit when I walk in here the most? Outside of seeing, because I like when I bump into, first off, for me, the best is the interaction, like you said. I 100% agree with what you said. I love the fact that no one has a real name. Everyone just goes by their username. I've met more people with the fake names here, but at least that's how I know. Someone can't introduce himself as Brad. I don't know who Brad is, but when they're Big Brad 4289, oh, it's Big Brad 4289. Right.
To that point, I think it would be easier if people were wearing
Name tags. Yes, that's what I said.
What not username?
Right.
I'm like, I don't know who you are. Like, hey, my name is Eric, but like, Eric, you have a picture of like a dog or a car. I'm like,
Right.
How do I know what you look like?
Like, what's your avatar picture?
That's
like,
a great
that's
idea
right
right there. Just like whatnot, like T-shirts say hello. My name is.
Next time they'll do that, they'll have a booth and they'll make a little trading card with their name and then their picture.
That's a better idea.
What a great idea. Genius idea. If anyone's listening, we came up with that first here, by the way, whatnot, just in case. All royalties go here, right? All royalties go to this one.
We need a triple logo man right here as well, too.
Well, I could be in that picture. Wow, thank you very much. I appreciate that as well. I thought my ego was good enough with a big picture of myself behind you, but I don't sit in that couch at all. It's the only couch I don't sit on at this point. Let me tell you this. I appreciate you coming and sitting down with us. Like I said, I just wanted to shoot the bleep with you for a little bit, see what's going on. I'd like to talk to everyone in the hobby here. When you sit here at the Live at a Dollar Podcast Network, there's no competition. There's just hobby talk. We want to make sure this. I like to do a segment called Story Time. We talk about huge hits and big pulls and whatever it was. Obviously, J-Mo and Sweet both have been on there for their big hits at that point. I'll put you on the spot here. Biggest hit, biggest rip, biggest sweat of your career so far is what?
Yes,
I mean,
great.
There's a few.
We know.
Great.
I just want one. I want quality. Yes, I want the big one. Right.
The 1B rookie logo man out of Florida this year.
Dude,
Wow.
fucking
Money. Right.
Car.
You did it.
Right.
Sick car.
If there's ever a logo man that can compete with the LeBron triple, it's the one.
It's that one right
I mean,
there.
as far as modern cards, it might be the only other $1 million plus card.
That
Right.
and like maybe the NT Caitlin logo.
Yeah.
But like that. That's it. That's it. Maximum.
Can I end on that note too with you also? How about Caitlin Clark and what she's done for this industry so far?
Huge.
Right.
Blowing it up. WNBA is
Right.
insane right now.
Right.
So
Those
it's one of the
royalty
products that
boxes.
we
Good
rip
God.
And we love. So it's like.
Right. It's been a nice sweat for everybody.
They gotta
that
make.
was fun.
They gotta make more product like royalty.
Right. That royalty was as
100%.
hot as
Royalty's
I've
unreal.
seen. Right.
Like,
Right, a long
imagine
time.
that with all the QBs who
Right.
didn't sign for the last 3 years, 4 years.
And then all of a sudden you get those autos in there, right?
Yeah.
That'd be
Give me
insane.
royalty.
Leor, I gotta ask, and it might, it's a good question in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've
I'll
been
be
in this
judge
for
of
a long time, right? You've been in this way longer. What's the transition been like going from one of the biggest Instagram breakers to going to whatnot?
That's a great question. So, obviously, the platform is a lot different than Instagram. Instagram was just like, hey, people would hop in
The
live.
IG days
Right.
were insane.
The IG days were insane,
Yeah.
especially during COVID. Like, you fire up, you'd have like 300 people in your live.
Yeah.
You'd have a queue of like 20 people doing personals, and like the break formats are different because you didn't have.
Yeah, you're
dogs.
doing 16 teamers,
Yeah.
32
Yeah.
teamers,
Right,
You have that
right.
availability.
divisionals.
So you just gotta be more creative. I feel like you also have to have a good product. You have to also to bring value to the table and be able to sell that value. But you also have to be very, very consistent with like going live. I feel like with whatnot.
Yeah.
Just to be on the algorithm. But you also want to have great, product on the table as well
Right.
too,
No,
whether it's
100%.
rebacks or wax. So I think there is that level of competition on whatnot, but it's healthy.
Right.
Because
100%.
everyone wants to strive to be better.
Right.
You guys want to do bigger shows or have bigger chases.
I mean, I remember going on Instagram and you guys, 500-600 people in the live, and I'm over here back in my heyday, 20, 15 people in the live. I'm like, yo, I want to be like these guys on
Right.
IG Live. And it's just a completely different game.
But-
I'm the biggest OG on Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys ran the Instagram.
Yeah, you guys ran Instagram. I
It's
think
like
you guys were
there's-
number one on
yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
honestly.
But you got to start somewhere. Like I said, like we all, have that growing phase as well too. When we transitioned to whatnot, so it was like, all right, we just got to be like, just think of it this way. Like, yeah, maybe we'll lose a little bit at first, but just got to think of the long picture, long
Right.
term.
Long term.
How
Right.
did you? How and when did you get into the hobby? Like, when did you decide? Let me make Mamba cards. What's the story behind that?
That's a great question. So here's a funny thing. So I used to be very into the hobby when I was a kid.
Right.
Like I would go to my local card shop with my friends. Back in the day, we weren't buying boxes. Like that was unheard of. Like no one,
Axe.
we didn't have money for
Right,
that.
right.
I would get like 20
You're
bucks
buying
to go.
packs.
Yeah.
Right,
And I'd have that, and I'd be like, oh, I buy a couple packs, and then we would go and like to my friend's house and trade and all that. So funny story is like my mom used to drop me off at the bowling alley. She'd give us $20 instead of going to play bowling. We'd
Right
go
to the
card
shop.
shop
Right.
next door
Genius move. Right.
and go buy some packs. And then, so long story short, I was in the hobby for in my younger days, and till about 16, I grew out of it. And then about 2017, 18, I out of fun just drove by my local card shop. I'm like, all right, I go with my buddy, let's go in. And I see boxes on the table, and I'm like, panini. I'm like, what is that? Is that a sandwich?
I'll take 2, please. 2
Yeah.
large. Yeah, let's go.
Cause
I'm starving.
Cause I grew up on Tops and Upper Deck products,
Right,
and
right.
Leor and all that. I'm
Right.
like, I never heard of panini. And I'm like 17, 18. I'm like, all right, Tatum, Lonzo. All right, this is a new rookie class. That time Lonzo was hot. He was a chase.
Right.
So I got into it. And then hindsight, I'm like going on Instagram. I see, card breaks. I'm like, what's this? So I'm like, I used to go in there, and I was heavy DJ, and I would go in there. The wax at the time was a lot cheaper.
Right.
So think about it. I was getting into breaks and buying personals when it was a lot cheaper before the COVID boom. So I'm like, I see people doing this. I'm like, wait a minute. I love cards. I love sports. I'm very knowledgeable about this. I feel like I can do it better than them.
Right.
I have more energy, more passion. So COVID happens. I work at the bank at the time, and I'm like, I have 2 weeks off. I'm like, dude, perfect opportunity. Let me start this. I created a logo, created a Mamba Cards account because I was personally collecting Kobe's.
Right.
And I would showcase all my Kobe's on there as my cards account. So out of my business partner now apartment, we would do breaks literally from his apartment.
Right.
Till 3 in the morning.
I love to hear the early stories of breaks.
Yeah.
Man. I love that.
Oh, it was a
You should
grind.
see the videos of this guy right here to my right, Jay. Oh my goodness gracious. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, but it was a grind. Literally, I would be working full time 9 to 6 during my day job.
Right.
Go work out for an hour. Go to the office. Go break.
Dude,
Go to see my
going live
three.
multiple times a day.
Yeah,
3 times a
Right.
day,
Yeah.
2, 3
I'll
times.
do
You would
whatever it takes.
jump off just to pack, ship,
Yeah.
and jump right back on.
Yeah, literally, when I first
Yeah.
got my first case of 1920 Prism Hobby, I was like, oh man.
Oh,
I bought
getting
it.
that first case and
Getting that
finally being able
first
to buy
case.
it
Right.
instead of like a few 6
Yeah.
boxes, 4
Right,
boxes.
right.
Yeah.
Buying that first case is an unreal feeling. Man.
That's awesome. That's it. What a great story for that
Yeah.
as well. That's awesome. So I'll leave on this note for you because I have not told these guys a story yet. So I'm 46. I'm the oldest guy in our building by far, by 10 years. I could be these guys' fathers at this point.
Kind of looks like
My bar mitzvah, 13 years old, my best friend's mom, me and my best friend were every day, like you said, card shop, school's over, card shop. $20 for this, card shop, spending it there. She says to me, I'm going to buy you a nice gift for your bar mitzvah. There's 1 card in this hand, there's 5 in this. I was a dream team collector at that point. I wanted all the dream team rookie guys.
Yeah, that's it.
This hand, Barkley, Malone, Stockton, Mullen, Pippen. This hand was Jordan. Which hand do you think I picked?
Jordan.
No, I didn't. I picked the other ones. I don't know if it was a PSA 9, 5, 10. I have no idea. I took the other ones. I still have them in my house. I don't even look at them. So I'm thinking to myself, man, my kid would go through college and a lot more if that would make that. There's my worst story ever and my best story ever from the hobby and how I really got into it at that point. I'll tell you this. I really appreciate you coming and sitting down with us. I'm glad that we could have this conversation about the hobby, about everything Mamba Cards. Awesome stuff. One of the kings right here from the industry. Good stuff from you, and if you have more time, we'll do it again soon. I promise you at that point.
I'd love to. Definitely.
I would love it. I'm glad you're on Live at $1 with us at this point. Sweet J-Mo with me as well. And like I said, one of the kings here in the hobby from Mamba Cards. It's a great, great story. Keep with us. We're Live at $1 Podcast Network. We're going to be here all week here at the National, doing lots of pods, talking hobby with everyone here from the hobby. And that's what it's all about here. So for the boys here, thank you for listening. Subscribe, like. If you didn't like us, if you don't like me, comment you don't like me. I don't care. We'll take them at that point as well because we're here live at the National in Chicago on the Live at $1 Podcast Network.